a video! Was this hard doing by yourself? Hello, YouTube.
Hola.
Hello, Alpha Geek Video. And hello, Alpha Geek on radio. Yeah. All the things alive. Yeah, boy. We're live. See, I can podcast by myself.
I can do just fine all by myself.
Use the Disney GIF iOS keyboard. What? Why is this not a thing on Android? Guys, make this and view it and use it now. Hold on.
What are we talking about?
Magnemit chat.
Alright. I'll go ahead and find pics, or I'll take my own pics. What's the, oh no, I'll discuss it later.
Alright.
I forgot that we're live.
Backstage baseball.
Disney GIF?
Yeah, Disney GIF iOS app. I don't know what it is, but they show a picture of Sadness crying on Twitter, and that must be a thing.
Let me go check it out. I'll grab my iPad.
Alright, people on your iOS devices. Oh! That was loud. Very squeaky. Old house is very squeaky. Oh!
Did I lose you guys?
Ow! No, but you scraping your microphone hurts.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. So, I am good. Is everybody else good?
I think I'm good. Our level's good?
Oh, yeah. You're actually a little bit high, Raul, but it's fine.
Okay.
I hit it with a normalize anyway, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so going in 5, 4, 3.
Live streaming provided by Alpha Geek Radio and Alpha Geek Video. Visit tunein.alphageekradio.com to learn more.
The Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hey you. If you're listening to this and don't want to hear expletives, you probably shouldn't listen to it. It's gonna get interesting.
And my personal favorite is Dinobot Beast because, yes. Oh my god.
You always hogging all the stuff. Oh, my new lips. I know, shut up. No, well, no one to her fighting. Just been alrighty. All right, citizens, stand down. I, Silverman of this for I am strong, proud, brave, and smart a bag of...
None of this is playing right. What is wrong?
It's doing the same thing Raul did in last week.
Why is this not working?
Because Sam makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside.
I don't understand what's going on. Why is this
Can't tell
not
if
working?
CJ's playing sound bits or if he's actually having a meltdown.
Yes. The answer is yes. Here's this one. Try this one. There we go.
Mobile audio stream enabled at tunein.alphageekradio.com. Chat room enabled at geek-io.net/live. Geek.io initialized.
We're geeking out across the globe, so tuck in and hold on to your butts. It's time for the Geek.io show.
Geek.io, put geek in and geek out.
That was more trouble than it was worth. This is Thursday night. That means it can only mean one thing. It is time for yet another Geek I.O. show. Your weekly dose of geeky goodness and general debauchery. My name is, of course, CJ Boat.
And I'm Jared's spastic rat trap Azevedo.
And I'm Raul. I'm Batman. Garza.
Sure you are. I totally believe you.
I believe him. Have you ever seen him and Batman in the same place?
True.
I don't think so.
Alright, why is this... hold on a second. I'm going to try this one. See if this is the one I'm looking for.
Smart like a bag of hammers.
No, that one's good, though.
Something like a bag of hammers. What was that?
Maybe this one? My personal favorite is the spastic one. Again, hold on. This one?
Blue's fucking raspberry!
Yeah, there we go. Blue's fucking raspberry.
Smart like a bag of hammers.
There we go. Hi, guys. How are you?
Feeling pretty good, considering. Yesterday I was running a fever and feeling quite ill. Now I feel alright.
Yeah,
Better than that.
I'm pretty much lucky I didn't die of a heat stroke this morning.
Dude, I know the feeling.
I know. It was so hot this last weekend. I worked in the yard for 3 hours and I think I died. I got
That's the
better.
reason why you're sick.
I got better. But
Hey, I found what I was wanting to play, guys.
Greetings, mammals. You are listening to Scott McNew on Geek. Hi. Oh. Tile.
What is that
Most
from?
Spastic man ever. Metrocon. I interviewed Scott McNeil, the voice of Dinobot, Rat Trap, Silverbolt, Waspinator, before he was replaced by SpongeBob.
So your childhood, pretty much.
Yeah, dude, I was okay. Hold on a second. Might as well go ahead and do this since we're a bunch of boring people, and see if I can play the right one this time. This is always the fun part. See if we can actually play the right one.
Now, geek out.
Yes!
except that's
I
not
played
the
the
right
right
one.
one.
That's not the right one. Because
It
you
is?
you
Oh,
Gadgets, Games, and Gizmos, right?
God damn it.
I'm glad I let it. I'm glad I let it play all the way out though. That felt good.
Thank you for joining us.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Yay, still played the right one. Nailed it.
Totally nailed it.
Yeah, you
Totally
got that.
nailed it. Oh man, wait, hold on, what's this?
So what have you been up to?
Hold on. No, that's the one I shouldn't be playing.
That's the one without the.
I'm gonna put those
Not
into
me.
the old file so I don't actually play them anymore. Okay, so what that was from, and also I got guest intros. I got this one too. This is nice.
Hey everybody, this is Nolan North. You're listening to Geek I.O. Put Geek in and Geek out.
I went to MetroCon a couple of weekends ago. Last weekend I would have went over it, but we were playing D&D. It's same thing they covered last year. It's Tampa Bay's #1 anime convention, and it's just so much fun. I got the chance to interview Scott McNeil from Beast Wars and Inuyasha fame, Nolan North from Uncharted. I also got to interview Laura Bailey from, you would know her as Jaina Proudmoore from World of Warcraft. Unfortunately, that interview was so quiet on her end because it was like 9 o'clock in the morning and she was drinking her coffee while I was interviewing her, and she's such a quiet person. So, like, I had the microphone up to her face, and it's still... I'm like, crap. So yeah, that one's actually completely unusable. So I'm going to try and interview her again next year when I go again. But yeah,
So
it
you are
was
going
so.
again.
Oh yeah, dude. They freaking love us up there. I was doing periscopes all day throughout the convention. I was doing interviews with cosplayers and covering some panels, and I got to go kind of. Speaking of Laura Bela, I kind of got to go on a what one person called a con date with her because I left the private interview suite that they had and walked next to her. Her handler went and did something else. She walked down to her next panel with me. She's like, "Do you want to come to my panel with me?" And I'm like, yes, pretty lady, I would like to come to your panel with you." And we went in there, and she takes me through the entrance up to the panel, and she's like, "Do you wanna come on it?" I'm like, no, yeah, no, I gotta go." And interviewed Scott McNeil, and he is such a spastic human being, and I loved it. He was literally running around the room while I was interviewing him, and you'll hear the interview later in the show with him, and it's so hard to keep him in one place. He's like shaking almost, and I'm geeking out to my fullest extent that I've never geeked out before. Like, this guy ruled my childhood. He's freaking Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, for God's sake. It's just like so much. He's done so much, and I'm just like I'm melting almost in front of him. And also interviewed Nolan North. He's a great guy. He's a really humble human being for being a celebrity, and let's call him a celebrity because it's what he is. And he kind of complained that he lost a position to Kevin Spacey. I'm like, oh wow. So yeah, it was tons of fun. A bunch of it is up on YouTube. The Artist Alley, the vendor room where I went around and awkwardly kind of pseudo interviewed a couple of shopkeepers and just stared at them with my phone. Told them to trust me, you're on the internet, and that got me some weird looks. And we got some great pictures up on coming up on the site here. I'm going to be getting a full post within the next couple of weeks.
And the only thing that kept you from being dragged away was your press pass, right?
Yeah, exactly. They saw the black pass and they're like, "Oh man, another one of these fucking weirdos." It's like, yeah, and I love the black badge of instant access. MetroCon treats their press like royalty. Like, you have that black badge of press, and you can literally, like, I love the costume contest up there. Just walk right past the line. And you get dirty looks from a whole bunch of weeaboos. Yeah, I love anime fans, and I'm a weeaboo myself, but jeez, they give you some dirty looks. It's so much fun. I don't know how other anime conventions compete, but this is my new home. Like, Dragon Con and MetroCon are my two things. Other than that, like, at MetroCon, Rachel bought me a giant box worth of Magic cards to go through. So, Father's Day just happened, and I'm doing the dishes because I'm still a good human being, and all of a sudden I hear a box open, and Rachel's sitting on the floor sorting through cards, and I'm like, "Are you really sorting Magic cards while I'm doing dishes on Father's Day?" Yes. But so many Magic cards. 2 long boxes full of them. Sorry. I had 2 long boxes full of them, and a smaller box halfway full as well. Other than that, I'm back in school. I've been doing a lot of schoolwork lately. I tried playing Batman Arkham Knight on my PC, and my PC's a beast. Like, this thing, I mean, it's way past even the recommended specs, but just
Even the revised specs.
Yeah. Like it just smashes everything, but like I'm running at maybe 15 frames per second.
Yeah.
And like just watching a cutscene. I'm like,
Were you able to modify the INI file? Did you do that?
It crashed the game.
Oh.
Crashed the game completely. I had to uninstall it and reinstall it. I have it reinstalled. I'm not playing it until I patch it though. Like I can't.
Yeah, they actually pulled it off Steam.
Yeah. Daryl actually got that information up on the site for us earlier today about that. It's really bad. Like seriously, it's so bad.
From what I was reading, they got like a third party to do the port.
Yeah, they got a console publisher to do the PC port, and it wasn't even Warner Brothers doing it. It was a completely third party, completely different from who even made the console versions. And if I wasn't looking forward to playing that game so much, I would return it. And plus, I got it on a freaking amazing sale. I'm pretty sure it was on I'm pretty sure it was accidentally on Green Man Gaming for 50% off like 3 weeks ago. But they also had that and a 20% coupon, so I got it for like $20.
Nice.
I'm like, all right, good deal. If I return that today, I would get a profit. But man, I want to play it.
Wanna.
Speaking of games and ones that actually work, purchased Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U, and Rachel and I are playing it incessantly. We are playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors. It's for those who don't know, it is Legend of Zelda and Dynasty Warriors, and it is so freaking good. And it had a really great sale on the post E3 sale for the Wii U, and I picked that and the Master Warrior DLC up for the price of the game, and just it is so good. It is weird seeing because what unlocks if you get that you get thank you, you get Twilight Midna, you get you get Tingle, you get Young Link.
Tingle. Who wants
Tingle? Rachel loves Tingle.
She would.
And that Hyrule Warriors only character in there? I forget what her name is.
Oh yeah, Lana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and there's two of them. There's a hero and a villain that are Hyrule Warriors only. Lana and Sia, and both of them are in there right from the beginning. And it's so much fun. It is ridiculous how much fun it is. It makes Rachel very happy. We were up playing it till 2 a.m. last Saturday. Other than that, I haven't really been playing a lot of games. I just installed Dragon Ball Xenoverse. That was like $5 or some crap like that on the freaking Steam sale. I just know I had enough Steam credit to buy it outright, so I just like, hey, sure, let's do that.
Done and done.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. How about you, Jess?
Oh, lots of things since the last time I was here. Like, I wasn't here. Was it last? No, it was last week or the week before last. It's all kind of a blur.
Last.
Yeah, week before last. Because I was in Kansas City doing some training, work. Lots of adventures in Kansas City, which traveling is fun, but traveling by yourself is kind of lame.
It is. We all remember my excursions to New York where I'm just like, yeah, this is kind of boring.
No. Eating alone at restaurants and sitting in a hotel room all by yourself.
Yeah.
Lonely. It's kind of lonely.
Discover how boring of a human being you really are.
It's like, what am I going to do? Go somewhere? I don't know. Then I'd have to pay money. Now that's not reimbursable, so I'm not going to do that.
Exactly.
That's why you file everything under food expense? Or
There's only so much. I only have so much food expense.
And they
What do you
require
mean you
receipts for
spent-
that.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
receipts too.
what is this receipt for? $300?
You go to Cracker Barrel, and since you're there, just have it all ring up under the same receipt. It's like $600 Cracker Barrel ticket.
I don't know. I only got a $40 allowance for dinner.
Oh, jeez.
Which is fine. I could get quite a bit for $40.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the plane, I read Hollow City, which is the sequel to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Say that 5 times.
Julio.
Peculio. Whatever happened to him? He was so big in the 90s. I was a big Peculio fan.
It's a thing?
No.
Oh.
Making a
CJ was
joke.
getting ready to pre-order, wasn't he?
I was
No,
making a
just
joke.
like...
You remember Coolio, right? With the hair?
Yeah, I remember Julio, yeah.
And the
He's still a
Kenan Kel
thing.
theme song. Yeah, I don't know. He's still around.
He
He's
was
just not a big deal.
on, he did, was it Rick and Morty last
great.
week as the cool king, and he just walked around rapping the entire time. It's fantastic.
That sounds amazing. I really need to watch that show.
Yeah,
It's hard
same
when you
here.
don't. I just don't have
I
Cartoon
don't-
Network.
I don't watch it all the time, but it's one of those ones where, like, I'll watch it if it happens to be on, kind of like Steven Universe. But I actually enjoy Steven Universe. It's the only one of those the new Cartoon Network cartoons that I actually enjoy. And
Oh.
Rick and Morty is almost up there.
What do you
Almost.
think about those cartoons on Cartoon Network nowadays that they kind of like have that? It's like those self-contained episodes, but they kind of like a overarching story to them. Kind of like
Sure.
Doctor Who does.
I don't know, because like I said, I don't have Cartoon Network.
Oh,
I'm one of them cord cutter guys. I don't have cable. I
ah,
know Cartoon Network streams a lot of stuff, but it's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, the Adult Swim app is really good.
Yeah,
if you like those.
Adult Swim's in Play Later.
Ah.
Just use the code Geek at check. I'm just kidding.
We don't have one of those. I
really
tried.
should get an affiliate code as much as I plug them. But anyway,
You're
I've
right.
browsed around and they have like tons and tons of stuff that you can, watch on the internet for free. So I really should check into it. It's just I have so many other things to watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hollow City's good. The first half or so, it's kind of meandering. Like they kind of go from interesting location to interesting location, and it's kind of like this wandering thing. So the pacing's a little weird in the first half. It's not bad. It's just I don't know. After the first book and then the second book, the second half of the second book, it's like crazy. I read the second half in like a day. So all 200 and some pages.
Jeez.
It was a long plane ride. 2 long plane rides.
Fair.
And sitting in an airport for hours. And then in the hotel, since I had so much free time of sitting around doing nothing, they had the entire first season of Dig on the USA Network. Which I looked at it and I was like, okay, it's shot in Jerusalem. I've been to Jerusalem. I'd love to see some stuff that I've seen there, and it looked interesting. It's got Lucius Malfoy in it.
Okay.
So I checked it out, and it's weird seeing Lucius Malfoy as a gruff American FBI agent with short, dark hair. Like, where are your long, golden, flowing locks and your prissy British accent? This is weird. And it had so much going for it. Like, it had, the cool location. It had a pretty interesting historical conspiracy theory type thing going on, kind of in the vein of Dan Brown. That was interesting. The writing was just something wasn't right. Like, it just didn't fire on all cylinders properly. It had so much going for it, but the pacing was really bad, and the dialogue sometimes it was good, other times it was pretty bad. And it was made by the guy who did Homeland and the guy who did Heroes. So, you'd think it'd have a lot going for it, but it was all right. It was really all right.
Fair enough.
Like I give it 5.5 Tito's. Like it's good enough that I can recommend it. It's right there in the middle. It's just slightly above average, but I
But
still
something
can't.
that you only watch once, right?
Yeah, you watch it once, you check it out, it's fine. I mean, and watch Lucius Malfoy with his American accent and his watch him run. There's lots of running. He lots of foot.
So he's
chases.
doing his best Tom Cruise.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just running and running and running and jumping on rooftops. It's like, really? We're having another foot chase? Okay. We already had two.
Hey,
of
we got our
this, okay.
Twitch.
Hey, all right. That's good news. I didn't put this in the notes, but I also watched the pilot of Mr. Robot.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh my goodness! Watch
I
it.
saw
CJ.
that too.
I
That was
order you to watch it.
Okay.
This was
Wait, this is
a
a
small
sport?
screen spoiler show. I would make you watch it because it is really exceptionally good.
I'll watch it when S4 comes around.
It's free everywhere. The pilot is free everywhere. But yeah, check that out. It's probably 9 Tito's from me. It has its issues,
Wow.
and it steals a lot from Dexter, but as far as the feel of it, but that's okay. It's still really, really good. Exceptional acting, exceptional writing. Looks really cool. Love the way it looks, and it's paced really nice, and it was great. I'm eagerly awaiting the next episode, which I think is next week, because the premiere episode was this week, I think. Because they released the pilot episode early, like a month early, and I was able to watch it. But man, it's good, really, really good.
Yeah, but talk about a hook with that first episode.
Oh man, yes, I know. I want it. I want more. Give it to me. Oh man, CJ's gonna clip that out.
Yes, I am. You are very right.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Mr. Robot. I want more Mr. Robot. All of the Mr. Robot. Give it to me.
Awesome.
And then on Father's Day, I was able to sit down and kick back for a little while, so I perused the Steam sale and bought a few super cheap games since I don't play that often. And one of them was Lego Marvel Superheroes, which I bought for $5. I think it was $5 well spent. It's complicated enough that it's, like not boring, but it's fun, and the voice acting is pretty solid. They got the real Phil Coulson playing Phil Coulson, which is funny. And I'm pretty sure that was Neil Patrick Harris as Mr. Fantastic. I haven't looked it up, but like the whole time Mr. Fantastic was talking, I was like, that's Neil Patrick Harris. That's gotta be Neil Patrick Harris. I don't know. I'll look it up. But it's this fun, and Bella loves watching me play it. Like, just watching it.
Yeah,
Like, you switch
the
between
kids
characters, like,
love
who's that?
watching.
Who's that? It's like, that's Iron Man. What's Iron Man doing? Flying? Shooting stuff? Where's Spider-Man? I don't know. He's not in this level. Where's Spider-Man? He'll be in the next level, I'm sure. Why does he shoot webs on things? Because he's Spider-Man. I don't know. That's what he does. He's Spider-Man.
He
That's
shot
kinda
web,
his
don't
thing.
ask.
He can sling a web any size. He catches thieves just like flies. Look out. But it's fun, and having her sit and watch and play with me, it's good. Because it's nice to play a game that she can enjoy and not get bored with, and a game that's actually fun for me to play and doesn't involve Thomas the Tank Engine or Daniel Tiger or Curious George.
Yeah.
These are good things.
Very.
I'm all for it. And aside from that, there are some other things that I've done and watched, but I'll save those for another time, so I don't use it all up in one show.
Fair enough. Raul, what have you
Because
done?
I tend to get boring, so Raul can go next.
All right. I saw the season finale of Game of Thrones last week.
Oh my god.
We can't go too much into it. I know that.
No, we can't. Not because Jazz has no interest in watching it, but other
Yeah,
people are like,
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, it was a great season finale.
yeah, oh
I
yeah,
already listened
definitely.
to spoilering time, so I know what the spoiler is.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's listening.
It was a cold day.
And-
It was a cold day.
I wonder if they're ever going to post a number saying that they lost 10 million subscribers as soon as the season finale.
I can believe that. HBO Now subscriptions. But then they brought, True Detective the next week, so that surely kept some people around, right?
Yeah. And I also spent a couple of bucks on the Steam sale. I don't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea, but I picked up Fallout 3. And
Oh, it's a
as
bad
soon as-
idea. All your time is gone now.
Oh, first time turned it on. Next thing I knew, it was like 3 hours later.
Yeah, dude.
Sounds about right.
I think I have like about 10 hours into that game now.
Yeah, that happens.
And I'm just like, oh, I'm going to go there. Someone comes running up to me. Help, help. There's these giant ants that are attacking me. I just call them fire ants. And I just thought, oh, they're just red ants. Nope, they are fire ants.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
I spent so much time on Fallout 3, like, just ridiculous.
I also got Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which I'm going to probably get into that later. Chara Light, which I've been looking into. And I also picked up Valkyrie Chronicles.
Okay.
So I'm going to give that a try.
All things considered, not too bad.
And I'm also playing Batman Arkham Knight. Actually, and well, we can't talk much about this either, but I did see Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
Though I kind of went into it. I think my expectations were a little bit too high.
Uh-oh. DJ beefed up too much.
No. I enjoyed the movie, okay? I enjoyed it. But it went a little too high because what...
No, just from what I understand about the movie, I think your problem is you don't have a daughter.
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
Yeah. That's what pushes me over the edge for CJ, and I know it will do the same for me, so...
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, once you have kids, kids, especially daughters, really, really just kill you with this.
Yeah, like, I didn't want to seem weird going to a kid's movie, so I borrowed a friend's kid.
Like, yeah, just like watching the trailer for me, I like teared up a little bit. I was like, oh man, this movie's gonna have feels.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah. And,
I'll see it eventually. Don't worry.
Well, since it came out, it's been almost, a week and a half, Fallout Shelter for the iOS on my iPad.
Which I've intentionally not loaded on my phone.
Yeah,
I don't think it's available for the phone.
It is.
It is.
No.
For all
I had
iOS
heard somewhere that it wasn't.
It's in
Yeah,
my
we're not
app
going to bring it
store.
out for Android.
But the companion app for Fallout 4 is Android.
So I guess one was working on one while the other worked on another. Seems
Probably.
Legit. Seems legit.
But yeah, it's faster paced than some other tap to play games.
Yeah.
Like you know how the Simpsons are. You make a house and it takes like 3 hours to build.
Yeah.
Or
This
2
one, as
days.
soon as you play the room down, it's done. And the timers that are built into it, like you assign a dweller to it, and pretty much it can range between 20 minutes if they have a low stat, and the higher stats, the faster they go. So, but they're not that bad. Like, I think the longest timer I've seen for resources probably like 15-20 minutes. And the
That's not too bad.
fastest, and the fastest when I can get really good stats in there is probably 2 minutes, minute and a half.
Okay.
But it doesn't. One of my gripes about it is that it doesn't auto collect, so you got to keep on going back to it to collect like every couple minutes. Yeah. So it's like one of
That's
those.
rough.
And you have push notifications turned on. It's just your phone's just
Boing, 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 boing.
Bling, bling, bling. Hey. The lady's pregnant. Need to take care of that.
Hey, your stud impregnated another woman.
Oh, good. We do listen to the same podcast.
Yes. Also, follow JD on Facebook, and I'm gonna get dark on this one. He posted his stud. He goes, "Oh, this is the same. This is the guy who's impregnated every woman," and it's a dude of the dark persuasion, and I'm like, "Oh, so JD likes black studs."
God.
Yeah, he does.
Ugh.
Who doesn't?
And send all your emails to cj@geek-io.net.
Meanie. All right. So, anything else before we go ahead and head into some breakage? Actually, no. You know what? I'm not going to do a break this weekend or this show. Merely because we've spent a bunch of time and I want to get the show up early. So
You're the boss. You're the boss, man.
let's go ahead and just, if it's alright with everybody, we're just going to move right on into the one that I played earlier, which is this one. Oh, wait, no, I know what I wanted to do. Crap. No, can't do that. I have interviews to play. So, we are going to take a break. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, folks, I'm gonna play my Scott McNeil and Nolan North interviews from MetroCon, and then we will be right back. Stay tuned.
I am here with Scott McNeil, best known as Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z.
That's what I was just saying. Just Super Saiyan.
My wife's favorite role of yours is Koga from Inuyasha.
He never said anything else. He just screamed. Sorry.
And my personal favorite is Dinobot from Beast Wars because yes.
You know, you're always hogging all the good stuff. Oh, my name is Lizard Lips. I know. Shut up, Retro. Was brave and order fighting. Just was beneath your other finish. Oh, body. All right, citizens, stand down. I, Silverbolt, will handle this, for I am strong, proud, brave, and smart like a bag of hammers.
It's the best introduction I've had for an interview today. It's fantastic. All right, so down to the hard questions that Laura yelled at me earlier for making her think during an interview.
Listen, I don't, look, you know what? You don't need to know what I'm thinking. Okay? Dude, this gin is watery. I think I cheated.
It's like hard to keep it straight.
Gosh, take control.
I know, right? I'm an interview. I should be interviewing and not laughing my ass off. All right.
Good night. Your ass fell off. You just left it sitting in the hallway. I wasn't sure if you wanted it, so we brought it to you.
Yay. All right. So first,
human flesh is delicious. You certainly won't be the first time I've partaken of the delicious flesh of the humans. Okay, just creep myself out there.
Okay. What are some of your best and worst experiences as a voice actor?
Bastard. You stinking bastard. You are going to make me think. You know what? There aren't any bad experiences with being a voice actor. It's indoor work with no heavy lifting. We rarely wear pants. We're pretty much drunk all the time, and they pay us in gold. So, in fact, I've never had it be, I got to go slave away in front of a hot microphone for an hour. You kids don't know from hard work. We used to record on tape, that's right. We didn't have fancy microphones back then. You held up the tape and you yelled at it. That's right, tape. Best is the opposite of the worst, because there is no unbest. Some shows are more fun than others, because depending on the cast and stuff, the directors, we pretty much are like a bad kindergarten class when you take away all the riddling, suddenly, with no time to come down quickly or slowly. That's what we do for a living. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Aside from the
Chris Walken stuck in my head, you know, because there was a Walking Dead guy earlier.
aside from the clear hookers and blow, what is your main driving force as a voice actor?
You've just taken away my answer. I am a polyphonic prostitute. You pay me money, I will give you words. I have no boundaries, I have no morals, I have no ethos. I do have an insatiable appetite for feeding my mortgage and the Canadian Revenue Association. So, I voice act because I get to take voices from the inside and put them on the outside. I didn't spend my days in small padded rooms screaming. Yeah, it's like that. I have no choice. Sometimes they all try to get out at once. Sometimes it gets very crowded in my brain, and if I don't let them out, I'm not responsible for what they might do. I didn't even know I did that voice. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to try the shrimp. Keep it together, man.
Right.
For God's sake, soldier, we got one chance here.
If you could change one thing about the industry in general, what would it be?
More work for me! More work for me! More work! Wow. More work. More work. More work. Less annoying celebrities. More work. More work. The industry is very cool. I mean, it's depending on, you know, it's regional, it's varying, it depends on who you're working with, you know, studios, productions, blah, blah, blah. Some things are obviously way more fun to work on than others. There is a little bit of a disturbing trend I've noticed, at least in the part of the world that I work in, where I'm going like, dude, you know, once you start taking the fun out of this, it ceases to be good, because what makes it good is our ability to just get in there and like free range and create. So there's kind of a little disturbing trend right now, at least in my neck of the woods, of, you know, well, we're just going to try to crank out, you know, and make this as mediocre as possible. We've got 57 clients there. I'm going, could we have him come up on the end of that word? As opposed to somebody directing goes, you know what, let's just make this fun and funny. I just did a show called Exchange Student Zero. Charlie Adler was directing that. And if you have ever had the fortune to run into or come across Charlie Adler, who is a legend in the industry, he's a fucking madman. Like, he's the most terrifically, manically, certifiably insane, wonderful, creative, raging lunatic I've ever worked with. And I'm saying, hey, what? We had so much time. We were putting out really, and it was like, wow, that's fun. And that's just like genii eating genii. Other than that, did I mention more work?
I don't know if your Wikipedia page can get any larger, though.
Yeah.
You'll have to get a second one soon. What has been your greatest challenge as a voice actor?
It's a very difficult question you're asking. I'm not even sure. Sorry, I just discovered this one. I quite like him. Because it's more the original, real Peter Lorre. You don't like me very much, do you, Rick? As opposed to the Warner Brothers, yes, master, oh, I will. Which, of course, then became, you stinky little... Okay. Most challenging? Sometimes it's keeping them all straight. Especially the ones that aren't straight, because those ones are difficult. I'm just saying. He keeps pushing buttons.
I am.
He's editing. That son of a bitch is editing me. Shut up, you're being too loud. You know what? Right.
Do you often grow attached to your characters, and what is your reaction when something happens to them, either for the good or the bad?
Like when Dinobot died, and I watched a quarter of my paycheck evaporate. Like when SpongeBob SquarePants ended up getting the role of Waspinator later. Waspinator, you went to live in pineapple under the sea. Yeah, and yes, I do get emotionally invested in my characters because they all somehow come from some part of me. And I actually cried like a baby when I saw COVID Hero later. When Dinobot died, I was like, oh my God. Wow, I mean, we were just there, you know, I'm trying to do all this death scene stuff, and I'm sitting in a room full of retards, as we all are, going, hey, where's you dying? Plus, I didn't know I was going to, Dinobot knew he was going to die. Yeah. At least 5 episodes. To be. Oh, not to be. It's like, yo, he's going existential here. Meanwhile, I'm going to work today. I'm going to be a dinosaur. I'm going to be a talking monkey. Okay, so what do you mean? So I'm dead now. Okay, when do I come back? It's like, oh, you don't squash, you're dead. Yeah, but like I'm cartoon dead, right? Oh, no, you're dead. It's like, what? But I'm dead. What do you mean dead? Dead. Damn! Son of a... I murder you. I will come through, and they just didn't care. I put a little bit of myself into everything I do. You keep saying this, but you don't even know what it means. You know, you're new. Shut up. Get out of here.
How do you feel, since you get so emotionally attached to these characters, if they're written to do something out of character, like, for example, Dinobot just started walking around with flowers on his head and singing pretty songs?
Yeah, that would be called Beast Machines. When the characters suddenly completely derailed from how they were written, and it was like, what's going on here? Gary's in the green. What's going on? It's a tree-egging monkey! What's going on? You know what? Sometimes the challenge as an actor is to go, well, the more you do that, the more complex the character becomes. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm playing a bad guy. A bad guy would never do a good thing. Or I'm playing a serious character. He would never have something. So I just go, hey, that's awesome. There are very few occasions where you go, okay, you know, maybe it's like a new writer or something, but this is really out of left field. And if you can justify it from a narrative point of view, then absolutely, that makes perfect sense. If it's just because, you know what, somebody just made a mistake here. This is seriously not stuff. I'm just, I think we should probably change stuff. But we tend not to do, my character would not say that, so I will just be in my trailer until such time as you have rewritten this damn script. I am calling my agent right now. Herschel, what?
Awesome. Now, and do you get to offer the writers or anything like that insight into the character's personality at all?
Very rarely. Very, very, very. On the occasion, I keep going back to Beast Wars, which is probably, I don't know, something weird, but because Larry and Bob, who were the head writers on that show, were so involved in it, and they were in as we were recording, and they were that was one of the few times where we really did get to work together to create the characters and have them evolve. And, you know, because sometimes it takes a while, especially in, you know, episodic prelay stuff. Like, I mean, you watch the first season of The Simpsons, you're like, what show is this? You know, the people start to figure out, Dinobot was originally, you know, they're going, okay, we just really want you to use your voice. And I'm like, yeah, whatever that is. And we're messing around going, you know what, I'm just not jumping on this. And all of a sudden I was just goofing around. I was going, all right, citizen. And the alternative went, did you say citizen? And suddenly we went, that's where he is. And the animators are awesome. They actually are, you know, sort of the other part of the trinity of character creation, as opposed to, are you going for a run? You're dancing. You're working out on a speed bag. You're doing stuff. You don't boss me. We're talking. Didn't ask you to come in here and opine, okay? Studio audiences are so weird.
And just a really quick, can you give us a little bit of a station pitch? You know, hi, this is Scott McNeil. You're listening to Geek I.O.
Do you want anything really cool? Or just my own natural weenie voice? I hear myself on the thing. I'm like, is that what I said? Am I really that? Oh, anyway.
A little bit of everything.
Greetings, mammals. You are listening to Scott McNeil on Geek I.O.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay.
All right. I'm not going to play the Nolan North one because I didn't realize that went for a whole 13 minutes. I will attach the Nolan North
so
one
awesome,
to the end
you
of
just
the
don't
episode.
even notice.
So yeah, I'll attach that one to the end of that. So if you want to hear more things like that and have us do more things more often like that, head over to patreon.com/geekio to support the network. It helps us go places because flying is expensive and
Yeah, it
often
is.
tedious. And yeah, so go on over there, and it will send us to more places, and I can send other people to do things and stuff that I really don't want to do myself, But yeah, so there's that. So yeah, head on over there for more to help support the network. So now we're just gonna go. I'm not gonna play the bumper again. It's time for E3 talk for 2015, and we're gonna go on this really quick, mainly because we're a week late. Secondly, because sometimes most of the things, not really that big. Lots of good stuff though. Lots of
Yes.
good stuff. So let's start off first with the first big one, which was the Bethesda, of course. And they did some good stuff. They, of course, did more on Fallout 4.
A release date for Fallout 4.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, October.
Jeez, man. So yeah, that's insane.
They also announced the new
Okay.
Doom.
Yep, Doom reboot. Just back to being a Marine on Mars.
On March.
On Mars. Technically, you are marching.
They're pushing mods, user-generated content on both games.
Yeah. Which is good because Bethesda is, I don't want to say famous, but definitely infamous, especially with their open world games, that they don't officially support mods, but they don't really shut them down. So, I mean, that can be seen with like the huge modding community that is Skyrim. They are also releasing Dishonored. They're re-releasing Dishonored as Dishonored the Definitive Edition, and also Dishonored 2, which makes me happy. Dishonored was my game of the year 2013. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I only played a couple of levels of Dishonored, but really good. I mean, you could go most of the game without killing anyone, right?
You can go the entire game without killing anybody. There's in fact achievements of being a complete ghost, of not being caught or killing anybody the entire time.
Wow. There's lots of patience for that game, isn't it?
Yeah, I beat that game twice. I don't ever usually go back and play games the second time after being beaten, but I beat that game twice, and I'm super excited for Dishonored 2. And finally, from Bethesda, really quick, they decided to, apparently because Hearthstone is exploding everybody, they are releasing a, let's just flat out call it a ripoff of Hearthstone and the Elder Scrolls Legends.
Yeah, I kind of tuned out during that part.
Yeah, it is almost identical to Hearthstone, just with Elder Scrolls people that really you don't pay attention to because, hey, there's that lizard guy and there's that king that's always there and there's the god and yeah.
They also announced Bethesda Net, right? Which is pretty much a Steam client.
Yeah, which is dumb. Just let it be on Steam, people. Seriously. I know you don't want to have them take their cut, but just let it be on Steam.
And that was pretty much it for Bethesda, wasn't it? I mean,
this is their first year, and they wanted to do severe. They wanted to focus primarily on the Fallout.
Yeah, which looks amazing, customization, base building, all that stuff,
and possibility of stuff before the war, which is super excited.
Check out Gamer Geeks.
Yes.
For the full rundown by Dilbert.
Yeah, you guys did a really great job on covering E3. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It was impressive. I was impressed.
Yeah.
As was I.
Thank you. I did the write-up for Microsoft, which no Kinect this year.
Well, first let's go. Was EA next? No, Ubisoft was next, wasn't it? Yeah, Ubisoft was next, I believe. Ubisoft.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Assassin's Creed. They're doing a new South Park game. They're doing a new IP that actually looks really good with The Honor, or For Honor rather, which actually looks extremely good. It's a military-based game where you can play as a knight, a samurai, or one other one. And it looks like a lot of fun. I can't lie. A lot of Ubisoft's stuff I just completely spaced out on because they brought freaking Jason Derulo up, and I have a thing about not wanting to endorse anything with Jason Derulo. So yeah. Apparently they announced Just Dance 2016 and Trackmania during that whole fiasco, but I totally, completely, and absolutely turned out.
Yeah, I had my brother with me, and as soon as they announced Trackmania, he kind of went a little crazy. So
I like the Just Dance games; they're a lot of fun, but man, pick somebody better. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon has a new game coming out called Wildlands, which is great. The Division had more gameplay shown. Rainbow Six Siege was announced and given a release date of this year. And just lots and lots of Assassin's Creed.
yeah, I mean, you're finally able to play as a female assassin.
It's a lot of that's a big deal. Well, they actually had a game where you could play as a female assassin before, but it wasn't one of the main titles. It was Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Didn't they come out with another game that's kind of like Mark of the Ninja?
Possibly.
Where it's like 3 different assassins, like an Asian assassin.
Possibly.
Chronicle, Assassin's Creed Chronicles, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Who was up next? Was it Microsoft or EA?
EA.
Yeah. New Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect. Yay! Everything else.
Star Wars? Oh no, that was the expansion.
Tour. They showed only a little bit of Battlefront, which they confirmed space battles, which is a big deal.
Yeah. Plants vs. Zombies 2, Garden Warfare.
I have the first one. I've never played it.
Mirror's Edge. Catalyst.
I liked Mirror's Edge, so I mean, I'll give Catalyst a try. And then lots of sports. Oh my god.
I'm getting tired of. I mean, it's just they showed off some of the sports, but there was nothing new, was there?
No.
Like new feature wise. I mean, they should just go.
Feature shown.
They should just go the online route, right? I mean, release.
Yeah, make it a service.
Yeah, and then each year you get the new rosters. Yeah, I mean,
just so much sports. Like most of their thing was sports. I don't get me wrong. I'm super excited for Mass Effect Andromeda and Battlefront, but the rest of it just was nothing. All right, so real quick, let's go since we want to mostly focus on the big 3. Let's start off with Microsoft because they were first. They actually had a pretty good conference. Started off strong with Halo 5. More footage of that. They have a new Elite controller that's like $150 freaking dollars.
Not going to get that, but
Nope.
I will review it if they send me a review controller.
Yeah, right. They announced that they have limited releases, limited exclusions on Dark Souls 3, which is a big hit for them, at least for people like me. Um, they have timed exclusive on Rise of the Tomb Raider, Rainbow Six Siege, and The Division are timed exclusives for them.
Yeah, because The Division is a game I want to play on PC.
Yes, definitely. I am actually most excited for Recore, which is a game from the people who made Metroid Prime and also Keiji Inafune.
Yes.
People who don't know that, it's the freaking Mega Man guy. So you have the team that made Metroid Prime and Mega Man working together to make this game.
Yeah,
and
like
it looks gorgeous.
When they were showing the trailer, I'm like, Kenji Inafune, isn't he working on Mighty Number 9?
Yeah, but that's already done.
Yeah, I mean, they're just putting polish on it, but like, wow, and it looks really interesting. The trailer, the popping the core into the big old gorilla.
It looks so good though. It looks kind of like what I can imagine will turn into a Metroid Prime meets Mega Man kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I lost myself in Metroid Prime for
And if
quite
that
a
is
bit.
a thing, like I'm not gonna get a 360 or an Xbox to play Recore until my friends start playing it and tell me how good it is. That has a lot going for it, and I'm not gonna I'm trying to hold out against buying a 360 or an Xbox One, just because there's too many Dude Bro games and not enough JRPGs. Lots
They
of Dude Bro
also,
games.
what was it? They had Bethesda come out for like 2 minutes for like a feature or something like that.
Yeah, it was basically just like, hey, we have the E3 rights to do Fallout 4 on our system, but it's totally not exclusive whatsoever.
Yeah. Let's see, what else was there? Rare Replay.
Yeah,
And
which is cool.
Which Donkey Kong is missing from it, but that's understandable.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves, Rare's new game. A
The
pirate
pirate
MMO.
MMO. Yep.
Gears of War HD.
Yep. And also Gears of War 4, which is a big deal.
Yes.
I do want to touch on Rare Replay really quick, and all joking aside, this could actually be a system seller for me, because here are the games that have been announced for it so far. Jetpack, A-Tech Attack, Lunar Jetman, Saberwolf, Underworld, Night Lord, Gunfight, Solemn, RC Pro-Am, Cobra Triangle, Snake Rattle and Roll, Digger T-Rock, the ripoff of Dig Dug, Solar Jetman, Hunt of the Golden Warship, Battletoads, RC Pro-Am 2, Battletoads Arcade, Killer Instinct Gold, Blast Corps, Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Grab by the Ghoulies, Perfect Dark Zero, Cameo Elements of Power, Viva Pinata, Jetpack Refueled, Banjo-Kazooie 3 Nuts and Bolts, and Viva Pinata 2.
Why are we listing rare games?
That is on the Rare Replay game coming out for Xbox One on August 4th, 2015.
It's 30 games for $30, right?
Yep.
Holy jeez.
$30 freaking dollars, and some of those are some of the best games I have ever played.
Like a lot of Nintendo exclusives in there too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna is it gonna be a straight port, or if they're gonna like fix it for the new controllers?
I don't know. I am a bit upset that GoldenEye didn't make it on there. I'm not gonna lie. Donkey Kong very clearly, obviously, was not going to be on.
No
there.
Donkey Kong.
GoldenEye kind of surprises me.
Nintendo's like, no, F that.
You're not taking our.
We're gonna throw our
game.
giant pile of money around on that one.
Yeah.
right.
No.
And possibly the big news from Microsoft was backwards compatibility on Xbox 360 games.
Eventually, it's going to release with 100 games as backwards compatible. You go and download the games to your Xbox One, which they also announced that there's going to be a terabyte Xbox One released for this. So that's pretty cool. And like the 100 games that they released are pretty much every game you wanted to play for the Xbox One. So I will give them that. However, as we move into Sony, I have to say Microsoft had to reinvent themselves to come in second because Sony came out swinging.
Very first trailer.
Sony opened up with the freaking Last Guardian, the long-awaited sequel to Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my God. I was in the car when this went on, and I read that Last Guardian was finally getting finally showing and finally, seeing the light of day, and I squealed out loud to the point Rachel thought I was in pain.
When did they first show this? 2013,
Rachel read it.
2012?
I think it was 2010 or so. Like, it's been a while. Yeah, Rachel read it first and didn't really let me know what was going on and let me read it and thought I was like they also right after that just swing after swing after swing, freaking Final Fantasy VII remake purely on PS4.
Actually on PC as well.
Really? I thought it was only on PS4.
They announced it at that PC showcase.
Oh, the one that I didn't watch. According to the wiki, it has only been announced for release on the PlayStation 4 video game console.
Huh. And I actually thought I saw Xbox. Oh, no. I think that... Never mind. I was thinking about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah,
the video
Kingdom Hearts has been released. Is announced
it's going to be released on the Xbox as well as the PlayStation 4.
They also released the new Hitman. It said the new Hitman game is coming out, which is cool. New Destiny content for the 5 people that still play Destiny, and I go to Starbucks and talk to them, and they won't shut up. They also announced that Shenmue 3 is happening, and they did a Kickstarter for it.
They started it at that conference.
Yeah, and they broke Kickstarter. I never thought I would see Kickstarter be broken, but they broke Kickstarter. Let's just take a look here at the current Kickstarter. They needed $2 million, which they filled up in less than 24 hours, by the way. They are currently at $3,642,000.
I think they passed all their stretch goals, right?
Yeah, they completely demolished all their stretch goals.
Oh no, they've got one for $5 million.
Which they'll hit. Still 21 days to go.
But
they do new ones. They're all the way up to 11 million now. If they hit that, which I kind of want to see them do it. I'm not gonna lie.
I was reading an article about that Sony had they had approached Sony and that it was pretty much the Kickstarter was to see if there was a fan base enough for them to support them.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, and I kind of hope they don't do this because it would be kind of a dick move. But if they canceled the Kickstarter right as it ended, because there's no way Sony's not funding this after seeing this flood of support. It looks so good though. Oh my god, I'm so in. I loved Shenmue 1 and 2 in the Dreamcast. Loved them.
I'm just wondering, is this money going to go to Sony for like licensing and all that?
I don't know.
So yeah.
They did announce a new IP, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is an action role-playing game from Guerrilla Games, which is a big deal.
Robot animals.
Yeah, looks good. It looks like a lot of fun. They did get the timed exclusive for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. They showed Disney Infinity 3.0, which made me happy. They showed more of No Man's Sky, which continues to look gorgeous and makes me teasing me more and more. They showed more Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, and of course Uncharted 4.
Which had a controller disconnect.
Yep. Kind of shows that it's live.
Yeah.
Hey, Jazz, you can wake up. We're going to talk about Nintendo now.
Oh, what? I was Final Fantasy 7 earlier.
That's
a game
for the
20
rare
years
games,
ago.
too.
Well, you started listing things I recognized, and I was like, wait, what is this? See, if the game came out, 10 plus years ago, I'm all over it.
I think Nintendo had a great opening show.
I didn't watch any of their show. I just saw the list of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was
Sunday
like,
they actually did they did a Smash one where they introduced the fact that they are doing Lucas, Roy, and Ryu from Street Fighter and Smash Brothers.
Hadouken!
And if you've ever played a Smash Brothers game, you know it's basically just smashing two buttons while moving around.
Mhm.
But they do this cool thing where they've redone Ryu in the scheme where if you just tap the button, it does a light attack. If you hold the button, it does a heavy attack. And if you just hit the B button, it does a Hadouken. But if you do down roll forward B, it does a stronger Hadouken. So they redesigned basically the entire aspect of Smash strictly for Ryu.
So is he going to be DLC or something?
Yeah, he's DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
He's
know that
available
new
now.
Smash
I
had
haven't bought it.
DLC. I didn't know that was an option.
Yep.
Look at Nintendo. I was like, hey, there's some money we could do. We could get. We can get some more money if we do that. We should do that.
They released Mewtwo for DLC, and then they've released Lucas, now Lucas, Roy, and Ryu, and they said that there's plenty of. Basically, they are doing DLC strictly for fan service now. So I don't know what that means.
I mean,
They're printing money.
whatever the people demand.
Yeah, clearly, yeah, exactly, Raul. They are printing money.
Vote with your dollars.
You want more people like Ryu? Cool. I want Blanca.
Did you catch any of the World Championships?
I did not. I watched some of the videos of Mario Maker, which is brutal. Which I'm digging Super Mario Maker. I didn't realize they announced Earthbound Beginnings. Wow.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know how I missed that one. Shut up and take my money.
New Star Fox.
Yeah, that's the one I'm excited about. That looks sweet.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to buy a Wii now.
Play as a chocobo in Star Fox. It's fantastic.
What? Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that.
Do a weird walking bird thing.
Because why not? Because Nintendo.
But it's just yes, I'm totally in on Star Fox Zero. And that's how they opened up their press conference, and a lot of people started boo-hooing after that. They rolled into Skylanders Superchargers, which is obviously in my household a big fucking deal.
You don't see just off camera. CJ has a huge collection of Skylanders.
I do actually. I have an entire 3. The big storage bins you can get from Target.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 of those filled with Skylanders and Disney Infinity people.
Oh my! Oh dear.
2 of them.
You're gonna probably need to post that later, aren't you?
I will. I'll go take a picture of it and show you guys. But they announced Donkey Kong and Bowser for Skylanders. Like, yes!
And that gameplay looks awesome too.
It does. It looks very fast-paced, which is good because Trap Team, the last one, was more slower and like methodical, and I'm kind of glad that they're just going to go off the wall with it, and I'm looking forward to it.
New Legend of Zelda for the 3DS?
2 of them. You got basically Legend of Zelda 4 Swords is getting a reboot, and Triforce Heroes, which I loved. I absolutely loved Four Swords. Don't boo-hoo me on that one. Four Swords was fantastic, and
Yeah, it
plus you can play online with it. So holla frickin' Leah.
Online play? I thought you said this was
Online play.
Nintendo.
Yep.
Metro
Hyrule-
Prime Federation Force.
Yeah, Metroid Prime.
Yeah, it's
I'd rather have just another Metroid Prime. Thanks.
Yeah.
yeah.
Apparently they've jumped ship to Recore.
Oh.
I could
I
deal
was
with
like,
another
Metroid
other
Prime.
M.
Wait, what is this? Oh.
Other M was good, so I could deal with another one of those.
I haven't played another M. I should.
So it's Ninja
No.
Gaiden, but it's fun. I liked it.
You don't
Hyrule
have to play
Warriors.
the other M.
Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is the same game I was talking about for the Wii U, but for the 3DS, with Wind Waker content and cross-platform online play, if I remember correctly.
Jeez.
Fire Emblem Fates, which is a huge deal to me. Fire Emblem is one of, if not my favorite freaking video game series of all time. Okay, now for the next one, the people were confused at what the hell was going on with the Japanese music video that happened in the middle of the Nintendo press conference. It is Shin Megami Tensei crossed with Fire Emblem. Oh my God, you guys! Seriously, shut up.
Okay, I only understood Fire Emblem.
Shin Megami Tensei is a game series put out by Atlas, where basically you play in kind of like Neo Tokyo, from like the Akira fame. But like demons and magic are real, but most of them are put in through technology.
Oh, okay.
But it's that crossed with Fire Emblem, which is amazing.
Yeah. At first, me and my brother thought it was like crossed with Persona.
It's same universe.
Oh, okay.
Shin Megami Tensei and Persona are. Persona actually started off as a SMT game. It was Shin Megami Tensei : Persona.
Oh, okay. And I know 5 is coming out soon, right?
Yes. Another beautiful, beautiful game as well, Xenoblade Chronicles X, shown off. It's a gorgeous game. Huge, massive world from what I've heard from my Japanese friends, though. So, 2 new Animal Crossing games, guys, that aren't normal Animal Crossing games, guys.
Yeah, we got that Animal Crossing meets Mario Party thing. That looks
That
looks
Amiibo
great.
Festival. Yeah, I'm totally in on that one. And Happy Home Designer. Yay! See, this is the one thing that I will hate on Nintendo for. It's like, all right, here's a new Metroid Prime game. Yeah, but not the one you want.
Aw.
Here's 2 new Animal Crossing games.
What? 2 of them? Wow.
But it's Mario Party and Home Designer.
What?
It takes the one concept of from Animal Crossing of decorating your house,
Everybody
and it makes it the whole game.
Everybody hated
That's the
decorating
only-
your house in Animal Crossing.
That's the only thing people care about. So nobody cares about all the other aspects of Animal Crossing. So we'll stick to that
What
one.
was that, Rachel? Rachel says that's why it's supposed to be fucking happy.
And apparently, Tom Nook has expanded to become a real estate agent.
He was always a real estate agent, right?
He was a shopkeeper, just straight up shopkeeper.
Yeah, but he sold you your house. He's the one you owed money
That's
to.
true.
Or bells. I may have played all the Animal Crossing games.
I loved Animal Crossing.
I did too. I really did.
I only played the first one, the GameCube.
I really, really liked Animal Crossing. It was a
The
lot of
Wii one
fun.
was really good. The DS one was meh. Couldn't get into that one for some reason.
And then they showed some more Yoshi's Woolly World, which looks a lot of fun. There's a lot of yarn at E3 this year. They announced Yokai Watch, which is a big deal in Japan, from what I understand. I have no idea here.
They are releasing it, an English dub of it. They're saying it's supposed to be the next Pokemon, right?
That's from what I heard. Basically, it is very much so in that sense. Like I said, apparently it is a huge freaking deal in Japan. Like one of the biggest things in decades, like since Pokemon started. But I don't know. They are releasing a new Mario and Luigi RPG called Paper Jam, putting it more so along the lines of Paper Mario. So if you like the Paper Mario games and you like the Super Mario and Luigi games, which are not quite nearly as good as Super Mario RPG, but good enough to be a Mario RPG games.
I'm still waiting for a sequel to 7 Stars.
Man, you're never gonna get it.
No,
I know I'm not.
Nintendo doesn't want to give us the things we want. They'd rather give us something different and innovative.
Because they need
want to give us the
Gino
happy home
and
designer.
they need Mallow back.
Yeah, they do.
But the problem is Square and Nintendo had a falling out, so
there's that.
that's never going to happen again, guys.
That game is so good.
So good.
I love that game with all my
They
heart.
are releasing my favorite sports game is getting a new redo, and Mario Tennis is getting a new game. I'm serious. I loved Mario Tennis. Like I absolutely loved Mario Tennis. Mario
I
Tennis and
enjoyed it.
Mario Golf are my two favorite
Mario
sports
Golf
games.
Mario Golf's my favorite sports game. Mario Tennis I played a lot with my dad. My dad loved that game, so that's what Mario Tennis makes me think of.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
Did you play the Mario Tennis for the? I believe it was the Game Boy, the one where you're actually at a academy.
No.
No,
I
I
played
didn't play that
the Mario Golf for the Game Boy Advance, where it was like an RPG game, which was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I like that one. I still have it actually.
I do too. It's in my DS right now. I haven't played it. I haven't turned on my DS in a long time, but it's there. It's there if I wanted to.
They then showed more stuff of Mario Maker, which comes out in September, and I will be picking that up day one. I'm not gonna lie.
It does look very intriguing.
I'm a huge fan of making your own world. Like I still own was the Sackboy game for PlayStation, Little Big Planet.
There it is.
And I have to admit, I still turn that on and play it. I've designed like a bunch of levels to a point where I had to buy a new hard drive because between that and games I got for review, I had to I had to buy a new hard drive. So yeah,
It's tough
I'm
life.
down. So Super Mario Maker, yes, sign me up. I'm totally in, and my levels will be brutal, and you will love every second of it.
You will end friendships with Mario Maker.
I will, in fact, end friendships with Mario Maker. When Jazz inevitably gets a Wii U when the NX is released.
Here's all. Shut up. Here's all these levels I made. You should play them. I hate you, CJ. I hate you so much. Your levels are the worst.
Yeah.
Nintendo actually they didn't win by far, but they stole a part of my heart that I loved, and mainly because a lot of freaking I had to listen to a Japanese to English video game podcast to get the nasty taste out of my mouth for Nintendo and what we're going to be discussing next in Square Enix, because the other video game podcasts I listen to apparently are Japanophiles, or Japanophobes rather, because they shat all over all of this. And I am a huge Nintendo and Japan freak, so I'm totally in. Sign me up.
Well, I mean, Nintendo's doing what it's been doing for the past 30 years, making games.
Exactly. People complain that they're not making games. They're making games. You just aren't playing them because you're dumb and closed-minded.
I don't know. There's the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Like, you say Nintendo, and what's the first thing you know from Nintendo? Mario.
Mario.
You say Xbox. There's a couple of games.
Halo.
Halo,
but Halo's only, what, 10 years old? Mario is, what, 30,
Going on
40
30.
years
Yep,
old?
30 this year.
30 this year, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's getting old.
It came out a year after I came out. So yeah, and there's rumors going around that the NX is not actually their next console. It's either a service or a improvement to the existing hardware.
Which that
So-
would be insane for them.
I'm okay with keeping the Wii U. Like I'm actually between Bayonetta and these games coming out, I'm okay with this. And plus the fact that I can still play my Wii games.
Backwards compatibility is a big deal.
It is.
Since you have a Wii U, are GameCube games downloadable content? On the Wii
They have a bunch of them on the Virtual Console.
Virtual Console? Okay.
Yeah, the VC actually got a massive upgrade with the Wii U. And like they've come to the point where they've also started doing a lot with like how like the PlayStation Store does too, where you can either buy the physical game or download the game. I downloaded Hyrule Warriors.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing
one thing
online
that's-
stuff.
I do still love playing my GameCube games on my Wii. Still.
Yeah. The cool thing is the cool thing was the GameCube games. Anything you purchase, well, most everything you purchase. Okay, no. Everything not Wii U that you purchase online is all playable on the gamepad.
Ooh.
And also on the TV, it mirrors both, and that is exciting to me.
That does sound rad.
It is a lot of fun while the kids are watching My Little Pony or something. I'm able to be playing Bayonetta on my gamepad.
They have Eternal Darkness in there. That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
So I can't find the GameCube version for less than like $100. But dang, I love that game so much.
Darkness.
Do we want to just hit the high points for Square Enix?
Square Enix, yeah. More Final Fantasy VII, Kingdom Hearts Unchained X, which I think is another remake. Lara Croft Go, which is kind of like Hitman Go, but with Lara Croft.
New Hitman game.
New Hitman game, new Just Cause.
World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, World of Final Fantasy. New Star Ocean game, yay! It's again one of my favorite freaking things of all time, so I'm okay with this. Integrity and Faithlessness. And the big thing is they did gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3, which has Frozen and Tangled and probably some Marvel stuff.
Stormtroopers.
Star Wars probably not. Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts probably wouldn't go too well together. Apparently Kingdom Hearts X is a browser role-playing game. So I don't know what that is. So yeah, that was it. Big time. They ended on Kingdom Hearts 3. Now the very boring PC gaming show brought to you by AMD, which they reminded you of every freaking 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
The big thing that came out of the PC gaming show really was StarCraft 2 released that they're going to be doing the Heart of the Swarm.
Legacy of the Void.
Legacy of the Void. Beta this July next month.
Let's see, what else was there? There wasn't really a lot of U.S. Truck Simulator.
Ooh, sure, that's a thing.
Yeah. Was it Killing Floor?
Killing Floor 2 was shown off. I no interest. I got gifted the original Killing Floor, and I've never even installed it.
Yeah, I think they needed AMD because they needed a sponsor to get in.
Yeah.
But I mean,
This was very tacked on. Very, very tacked on.
they were in a back conference room, and every
Yeah,
time
doing
they
some weird ripoff of David Letterman, which was weird.
yeah, and every time they panned to the audience, it always seemed like it was thinning out a bit.
Fewer and fewer people. Yeah, I did. There's a video online of the time lapse of every time they would show the audience and how fewer and fewer people were in there. Like, I feel bad because I want more stuff at E3. I don't want it just to be the big three, but man, you got to put some effort into it.
The thing is that I don't think we're ever going to see an indie, because like an indie conference or something like that.
Probably not. I mean, Microsoft does a pretty decent indie showcase every year. They except for last year, which was weird, they do a pretty good job at indie development covering those. I will give that for Microsoft. Really, that ends the E3. This year was a more of a off year than last year, but it was still good.
Yeah, my wallet's going to be assaulted this fall.
Yeah. I'm going to try and stick just to Fallout. Oh, and Star Fox. Forgot about Star Fox. Okay, Fallout and anything on the Wii.
Have you been playing Splatoon?
I haven't picked it up yet. I played the beta,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it a lot. I just haven't really had the money to pick it up. Every time I go buy it, I want to get it, and just I can't. I need to pick up Mario Kart before I pick up Splatoon. And then get Jazz to pick up a Wii U. Somebody in the U.S. go play Wii U with me.
You'll play with me.
You play Wii U with somebody who I don't have scheduled time to play Wii U with, like Daryl and Dale.
Wii U with me?
We'll Wii U with you all night long. On that note, pretty much done.
Done.
All right, so you reach the show at twitter.com/geekio show, facebook.com/geekio show, our site, which has all the shows, notes, including a new show coming up here from Neil Patel, geek-io.net. Also contact us at geekioshow@gmail.com or call us at 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. Also, remember, we record Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern over at geek-io.net/live. Mobile listeners and everybody else in the world, including Roku and everybody, can go to TuneIn to alphageekradio.com.
Yeah, boy. And next week on the Geek.io show, there is no show. There's this thing happening next weekend. It's some kind of holiday or something. It's a big deal in the United States. 4th of July. Independence
Indeed.
Day. It's where we shoot fireworks and drink alcohol and
try not to kill ourselves.
Cook meat over fires. That's what we do. This is America.
Yeah.
But the week after that, we'll be back with round 2 of our Mana Pool D&D game. So tune in for that to probably watch me die. It should be good.
No, Andy.
Andy? Just Andy's going to die? Okay.
Most
He does
likely
like to
he's a
run
tank.
and swing
It's
it.
kind
I
of
will
his
try
job.
not to set the party on fire this time.
Yeah, if you want to what that context came from, it was I want to use burning hands. Raul, that's gonna ignite both Jared and Andy, but
Well, they
it's not
both
gonna hurt them that much, right?
Yeah, go back and listen to it. Was it your first time, Raul?
Yes.
It's everybody but Andy's first time playing.
Dale and Raul and me. It was our first time. Yeah, playing D&D. So go experience that. It was
You guys
fun.
are very good for being newbies.
Just jumped right in.
Yeah, you guys did.
Head first.
You took on like ducks to water.
Ducks to water.
The Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
Speaking of ducks to water,
Speaking of ducks to water,
or the T-Rexes to, or no, Velociraptors to Chris Pratt.
well, to be honest, he is a beautiful human being.
That's fair.
Remember that you can. I forget to pimp this every week. You go to geek-io.net/summer2015 to get over to the live up-to-date standings brought to you by Jazztag. Jazztag, drink more.
What? Is that my motto? Drink more?
No, definitely your motto.
What do you think of
Well,
me, CJ?
Your motto is now this.
Hey, what's going on? This is coming to you live from the monkey cave. We're eating bananas. It's gonna get nuts. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, standings.
Good heavens, Jurassic World.
Good Lord, Mara. Mara at $27.2 million. Closest is me at $10.9 million.
More than double second place.
Yeah,
Good heavens.
it is me and almost the top four, almost the next three combined can't beat Mara. Because I'm at 10.9, Dale is at 10.2, Raul is at 8.9.
Wow.
We have to combine all three of our money to beat Mara.
Oh well, at least Jurassic World is ending tomorrow.
Yes.
At least it will finally be over.
Until she has minions come out.
The national. Oh, she doesn't. Have
And then
minions.
we're all
No,
dead.
she doesn't have minions. She has Magic Mike,
Oh, Magic Mike, that's right.
which will
But
still
that's
probably-
gonna bring a bunch of money.
Yeah, she'll probably do well with that too. She's yeah.
Magic Mike typically brings in good money from the movies, and one would say that it is that is well endowed in the box office. Raul's at 8.9, Bud Long is at 5.7, Jazz is at 4.8 with the amazing probable last place showing of the hell was that movie?
It was so dope you forgot about it.
Dope, that's right.
That was my replacement movie though, so I had
Yeah,
Transporter Legacy, so but
And then which would have brought in money. That one
would have done
much.
all right. And then they changed its name to Transporter Refueled and moved it back a few months, so it's okay.
And
I knew I
Marlissa
wasn't-
finally entering the show at $3.4 million with Inside Out only, so that's pretty good for opening weekend week of Inside Out. It's
Yeah. 123 million for this first
Yeah,
week.
it's a solid showing.
It's pretty solid for an animated feature.
Absolutely. Hey, Jazz.
Hey,
What's going
I should
on
look
at
at
the
the
Geek
next
Network site?
Over at Geek Eye Network, Daryl reviews some Arkham Knight and discusses. Man, I cannot drink cider anymore. And discusses the issues with it because there were issues.
God, so many.
We have issues. On Geek Toys, Daryl clacks on his Perix 5200 mechanical keyboard review. Said that without messing it up. And BGM honors Konami. Because Konami is, Konami!
Dying slowly.
Shh. It always holds a special place in our heart.
Yes.
Always.
I watched a teens play Contra video. It was amazing.
And now I have to watch that.
This is so good.
Oh man, one of the ones where the kids react to the old school PC.
NES?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had like the big floppy disk and they didn't know what to do with them.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
is this? What do I do with this? Kids, you kids and your newfangled dangled. You don't even have ports on your computers anymore.
To be
Our
honest,
computers
I
used
don't
to
know
plug
what I
stuff.
would be able to do with a 5.5-inch floppy. I'm like, what the hell do I do with this thing?
Hey, when I was in college, I had to write a driver for one of them bad boys.
Oh,
On
wow.
projects. That was my project. Good times. And how it stacks, they stacked Jumanji and Hook. Go check it out. Because
Indeed.
you know you want to. See
Good
how
show.
how it stacks.
Jazz got a shout out.
I did, because Jumanji was my recommendation. Even though Budlong
when
got
you
it wrong at first. But I didn't immediately text him saying he got it wrong. He fixed it. I was driving, so he got lucky.
All right, and just as a reminder, head over to patreon.com/geekio for a small monthly donation. For $5 or more, we'll read out your whatever you want to say at the top of the show. And if you donate every month, you'll get a shout out every month. Whatever you want to say. If it's something you want to, if it's a cause you want to point to, it's cool. You want to pimp your site, that's all right. If you want us to say something completely ridiculous, like
Thrashing guitars!
that's not the one I wanted to pick, but that works.
Well, that's the one from the rant and review where we watched Beast Wars, which we just had that interview with Scott McNeil, so it all wraps back around.
There you go.
Boom.
We can also be heard on Stitcher Radio. Search for Geek.io to help us out if you do, as well as iTunes, and be sure to leave us an honest review, and we'll gladly read it on the show.
Indeed. Hey, Cider Man. Do you want to try to read the show title candidate?
Yes, I can do this. I just had to get warmed up. I read the keyboard thing. Show title candidates. Spastic Rat Trap. Smart like a bag of hammers. Would you like to come with my panel to me? To my panel. That was written wrong. It's like that in the notes. I just read it like it was written. That's not right. To come with my panel. That's Geek.io After Dark.
Right.
Trust me, you're on the internet. Where's Spider-Man? No, they're fire ants. Tap tap bling bling. It was impressive. The Japanese music video in the middle of the conference. A lot of yarn at E3 this year. That's why it's happy. Mario came out a year after I came out. And will you, Wii U with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Go ahead and put my name in.
All right. Show title is Will you Wii U with me? All right, folks. On that note, we are going to go ahead and head on out of here. We will see you in 2 weeks when the Maniple returns. The intrepid heroes get to Red Larch, but can they make it out alive?
Can they indeed?
Dun, 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 dun,
Or
dun,
will CJ murder us all?
in their sleep. Bye.
Good night. Laters.
This has been a Geek.io production. Copyright 2015. Geek.io. Geek and Geek Out.
Indeed. Geek out. Closing.